Good afternoon. This is a video to show legal personnel how to access the legal file share folder through a VPN. The first step that you need to perform is to create a VPN connection. The way to do that will be outlined in this video. The first step to creating your connection is to select the Apple menu as so in the video and select System Preferences. You will get the System Preferences dialog screen. Under the Internet and Wireless dialog view here, you select the network globe and double click on it and open it. This will take you to the control panel for the network settings. You have to authenticate in this dialog, and the way to do that is to click the lock as below. You will enter your NDC password in this dialog box, which I will do now. And be authenticated into the screen. One note here is you must have administrative privileges on your laptop or desktop Macintosh to access this screen. So if it comes back with an invalid password, you will have to contact ASUS to get administrative rights to perform this task. Next step is to click the plus sign to create the VPN section. You will get the network interface screen, and you want to hit the airport drop-down dialog and select VPN. You also want to change the VPN type from layer 2 tunneling protocol over IPsec, and you want to change that to point-to-point tunneling protocol, or PPTP. The service name you want to leave as is, which is the default VPN space bracket PPTP bracket. Hit create. At this point, the default configuration should stay default. And for the server address, you want to enter these letters: GRCSSC. Under account name, this would be your NDC account name, and you just want to enter it similar to what I do here on the screen, but you would like to enter your account. So I'm going to enter mine. Under encryption setting, you want to leave this as automatic 128-bit or 40-bit, so leave that alone. Under authentication settings, you want to leave the password radio button checked, and you want to enter your password, which I'll enter mine now. One last thing you would like to probably do is check the Show VPN Status in menu bar. This will give you an indication when the VPN is connected, and if there's an issue, you would be able to know immediately if it's not connected. So once you check that, the VPN appears in your status bar under here, and basically it's saying it's not configured because we haven't hit applied yet. So once we hit apply, it will be applied, and as you can see, it changed. You go back here, VPN session is now enabled. I'm going to lock the screen, and then I'm going to get out of the dialog completely and go back to my desktop. So as you can see now, the VPN is configured and it's ready to provide a connection. You should have received through email or other ways a file that will allow one-click access to the share folder directly. This is a script that will actually start the VPN automatically and will open and mount the share so you can have access to the files. You can place this file on either your taskbar, you can leave it on your desktop. I placed a copy in my taskbar here. Wherever you want to place it is up to you. But you should be able to just double click this and start the VPN session, which will mount the share and will open it so you can see the files and have access to the files if you've done everything correctly. I'm going to do that now. As you can see here, it's clicking on that file is authenticating the VPN. It says connected, and you'll see a countdown with the numbers. You'll see law access full share mounted on your desktop, and as you can see, the window opens with access to all of the legal documents that are on that share. You should be able to work from there. One thing of note is if you do not have your Finder set up to display network shares on your desktop, this share right here may not appear on your desktop. You will get this window, but this share may not appear on your desktop. To get out of the VPN, what you would do would be basically to close this. You can eject the share, and you can say disconnect the VPN. And then you would do this if you're shutting down your machine. I'd recommend you do this at all shutdowns. So again, to start it, I had received this script file, which is a one-click running for the mounting and starting of the VPN. This will allow you to basically mount the drive and start the VPN with one click. So I start it, it starts the VPN. It's going to go out there and mount the share, as you can see, and it's going to open up the folder to provide access where you can access the files. I'm going to close this at this point, and I'm going to eject the share. One thing I want to point out, I'm going to close the VPN also. So disconnect. One thing I want to point out is you can manually do this process if for some reason that script fails for you. The way to do that is basically you would still have this icon in your bar up here, and you would just say connect VPN. It should automatically connect and authenticate. Now once you have that connected, you can go to your Go menu selection, select connect to server, and type in this string here. So I'm going to go through the string. You would just type it in as it is here, SMB 10.0.0.0.10 slash file 100095 $, and you would type in secure underscore legal slash law slash access. And just as it appears here. Now once you type that in, you could hit the plus sign, and it will save it down in this dialog screen here, so you will always have it. Once typed in, all you have to do is hit connect, and we'll go out there and it should connect your share that way and open the window. And as you can see, it did. So basically what the script does is just automates that process. For the reason I'm showing you that in case you have some kind of failure with the script, this would be a direct way of accessing that file. If neither one of these methods work, then you would have to put in a call to the help desk, and one of our administrators would work with you to figure out what the issue would be. Well, basically that's about it. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you have fun with this new way of accessing your shares. Hello, it's Greg again. I'm back. One thing I forgot to tell you in the previous video was that the changing of your password sometime may be required. Because of issues with our security department, they have seen fit to have us change our passwords every 60 days. And when they do that, it requires that we may have to go change the password that's entered for the VPN, since this is our NDC password. And the way to do that is the same way. You have to go into the Apple menu as shown here, System Preferences, and click on the Network Globe. You have to authenticate again with your password, and this would be your new password if it's changed. Authenticate, so it does unlock the little lock here, and you see your VPN is here. You would click on that, and you would click on authentication settings, and here is where you would change your password to the current one. It'll probably have the old one in there. Change that, hit OK, go out, lock it up, close the dialog, and you should be all set. And you'll probably have to do this each time your password is changed, so that's something to keep in mind.